Waiting on the chat room, waiting on everybody to come in. Looks like Facebook's online, Periscope is on, and I'm waiting on YouTube. And I'm waiting on YouTube to be online as well. There it is. Let's see if YouTube is on. Switch it over. Switch it over to YouTube. See if I'm online there. Because I got to make sure everybody is online on all the networks. Everything's on. All networks are on. Let's see if Facebook has anybody in there. We're getting ready to launch, so let me go ahead and set up. Edit privacy. Okay, I gotta switch this over. Edit privacy. Make sure we're in the live stream. Okay. Once again, good morning into the afternoon. Welcome to the Saturday edition of the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Saturday, June 22nd. We're going to be going over some news headlines and stuff like that today. The news of the day during the in sports. We're all on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube as well. So if you want to come in and talk to me today, you can do that. So we're waiting on the thing to load. So waiting on the chat room. I know it's we got to wait for the chat room to come up. The restream. So I'm waiting on that. Just give me a few minutes. We'll be on in just a second. I have everything on the screen. So let me go ahead and take this off. So we'll know everybody is in here. Making sure you're in here today. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin on ESPN.com. ESPN.com is a website we use every day to go over the recent events going on in the world of sports. So we're go ahead and talk about UConn joining the Big East. UConn is expected to rejoin the Big East. That will be in 2020. I don't know why they're going back to the Big East because that conference was originated as the Big East Conference, but back in 2014 it was named as the American Conference. So that's the conference that's been around since 1979, but back in, like I said, they wanted to form a new conference, so that was the newest conference. Look, I think it's good. I mean, if they go back, look, UConn has been in the conference since the inception of the American Conference back in 2014 year. 2013, and the first year was on 2014. So 2013 was the year that the conference was inception. So that was a realignment portal. So that's what happened. So they realigned that conference. So I'll be honest with you, the Big East, look, they're a basketball conference and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, if UConn wants to go there, so be it. We'll get a newest member. Look, this conference right here, American Conference, look, they proved that they could be a Power 6 conference a year from now, or maybe 2 years from now, or whatever. So, so that's my take on it. On this topic, if they want it, like I said, because UConn is known for championship basketball teams. Their women's basketball team has been on top. So if they if they choose to do that, that's on their that's their prerogative. So if they want to go back to the Big East Conference, so but that's not a basketball conference. in a football. That's not a football conference now. That's a basketball conference. So they only have basketball for the Big East. So and then mostly football. So that is my take on it. What's yours? Do you think UConn wants to deserves to go back to the original Big East Conference? That you can give me your take via Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and also the Twitch comment section via Restream. So we will see your comments. So this is from Mark Slayer and Jeff Brazzello. You can reach them at ESPN. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay, Roger Federer advances in the Haley Open final that was in Germany. So that's the Haley Open. He defeated 43rd ranked Pierre Higgins Hubert of France by the finals of 6-3, 6-3, 7-6, and also 6-3. So Roger Federer, look, this is a very good tennis player. He's in the top 10. So I mean that was so he will be in the he already won his 18th Open title. So at 37 years old. So look, once again, congratulations to Roger Federer. Let's see. So that's my take on today's topic. Okay, breaking news. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Okay, through the ESPN app. So let me go ahead and switch this over. I don't see a break. I don't see it in the articles. Let's go. Let's talk about this 505-foot home run. This is from Nomar Mazzella. Mazzella, I'm saying Zag Mazzella. He hit a 500-foot home run yesterday in the Texas Rangers game against the White Sox. That's the first. It's not the first time they hit a home run. This is what we're showing you right here. They most of them was 480 or greater. Aaron Judge hit one 2 times. That was 2 home runs. That was back in 2017. Joey Gallo back in 2017. Giancarlo Stanton 6 in 16 and also in 15. So look, this isn't the first time they had these over 400 feet home runs in these games. So I could show you the video, but we cannot do it due to copyright restraints. I will post this video to the my Facebook timeline. If you want to see it on the video, you can comment on it. I'm gonna post it right now on my Facebook timeline. So give me a second to send this to my Facebook timeline. Okay, it will be sent over. Okay, it's on my Facebook timeline. You can go to facebook.com /carry.wehmeyer.75. So that's from ESPN News Service. You can go to ESPN.com at any time. How you doing, Brian Champagne? What's up? What's up? How's everything going today? Okay, next one. Let's talk about Breeze was awarded $6 million in a lawsuit. Let's go ahead and talk about that. I'm gonna bring you in on this. Okay. If you can see this, Brian Champagne, in which device you watching on? If you're watching on your phone, it might be a little smaller now, but if you're watching on your laptops, you'll be able to see it on the stream. Drew Brees awarded $6 million in a diamond fraud lawsuit. The jury awarded that to the quarterback yesterday in the San Diego County jury. case that sold him a overpriced diamond. Um, so he will be awarded $6 million. I think that's good. What a give the Breeze, because to be honest with you, look. I mean, they got a lot of people out there that's frauding people and stuff like that. Especially NFL stars like Drew Brees. So, look, I'm glad they did settle this suit, and hopefully it won't be a distraction during the 2019 football season. So, I'm glad this case is over. So, that's my take on it. What's yours? Do you think they were right in awarding Drew Brees $6 million in the diamond fraud lawsuit? Look, you're gonna get these people that's in the jury business, and you're gonna have some bad apples out there. That's gonna make it worse. I mean, and sell you an overpriced diamond. That's one thing about it. I mean, you can't. I mean, you can nip it in the butt, but the truth of the matter is, you'll get those diamonds on the black market. So, I mean, I'm not a diamond expert, but but the truth of the matter is, look, you shouldn't fraud somebody like this. That is what's wrong with society today. They're in it for this. They're in it for this for money. That's the problem with this society today. They're in it for money. So that's my take on it. This is from ESPN. Just came out at 1:33 this morning. That's a few hours, maybe 14 hours ago or something like that. Okay. Okay, let's talk about some NHL hockey. NHL hockey. Maple Leafs trade Marlier. I'm trying to say his name is Marleau. He has been traded to the Carolina Hurricanes. So the Toronto Maple Leafs free up cap space for Patrick Malia. Trying to say his name. They also acquired top 10 projected in the first round of the and also seventh round of the draft. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're going to get a pretty good deal, the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that's one thing they're going to be getting out of this deal, out of this Marleau deal. So with Carolina. So that's my take on it. You can, if you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, if you think this trade is unacceptable, you can post your comments inside the Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and also Twitch comment areas. We will watch your comments. Please be advised, we don't allow any trolling of any kind or personal attacks against a viewer or the broadcaster, which is myself. Please heed to those warnings, because if you're up in here trolling, we will have to get rid of you. We want to have a clean and respectful conversation. So that's what I'm telling you right now. So that's my take. So if you want to comment, you can come in and comment now about the Toronto Maple Leafs trade acquisition to the Carolina Hurricanes. You can state your opinion. So I guess nobody is in there talking about it. Okay, let's go ahead and move along, and we'll go to Vandy. Let's talk about Vandy last night. Okay, Vandy rallies in the ninth after a pitcher profanity taunt. That's Louisville pitcher has some choice words for Vanderbilt players after striking out the last batter. Look, look, you're going to have a lot of drama in these games because look, this is for the CWF's national championship. Louisville and Vanderbilt. You're gonna have some. You're gonna have some choice words. But the truth of the matter is, look, you got to learn to show restraint in these games because I'm gonna tell you, look, if you don't show restraint, you let your emotions get the best of you. The thing is, you will not win the game. And I'm pretty sure Vanny did the right thing and just rallied in that game last night. So, so that's one thing they did. I know the Louisville pitcher wasn't happy. I know he was making a lot of choice words and stuff like that and cursing and all that. But look, you got to control yourself in these games because if you don't control yourself, I mean that will be your downfall right there. Pure and simple. I'm not here to say who's right and who's wrong. I'm not here to say that. But you got to be very restraintful. So this is from Elizabeth Marrow. You can reach her at ESPN. That's Elizabeth Marrow. So we're at 17. Okay, let's see what else we're going to be talking about. Okay, okay, let's go ahead and talk about the pick analysis on every team. This is the ESPN story on NHL stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about that. NHL. Okay, the pick by pick analysis. This is what we're showing you in the pick by picks. The first one we showed you that one, Jack Hughes. Second one was the Rangers picked Capo Calacomo. I'm trying to say his name. He's from he was picked by the Rangers. Also, the Blackhawks picked Kirby Dish. That's D-A-C-H. He was picked by the Chicago Blackhawks, third overall. Also, Bowen Brom. He was picked. He's a defensive guy. He was picked fourth by the Colorado Avalanche. He's from Vancouver. That was in the WHL. That's one of the hockey leagues. So he was selected. Okay. The Los Angeles Kings picked Alex Turcotte. That's Turcotte. He was picked by the. He's off the United States under 18 team. He's 18 years old, so that's a young man. He's his stats. He played 37 games. He had 27 goals and also 35 assists. Scouting reports on him. We're showing you on there. Next pick is Detroit pick Moritz Sauter. Moritz Sauter. He's from the German team. He had 29 games under his belt. He had 2 goals and also 4 assists. Also, Buffalo Sabres, Dylan Cozens. I'm saying his name right. Cozens. He's from left Leverbridge. I'm trying to say he's from the WHL, which is I think it's out in Winnipeg and something like that. He had 68 games. He also had 34 goals and 50 assists. Peter Broberg. He's from Sweden. He's a Swedish player. He had 41 games. He also had 2 goals and 7 assists. He was picked by the Edmonton Oilers and 8th pick overall. Also, Taylor Zegrigas. I'm gonna say his name is Ezgras. I mean, I'm looking at his. He's from the under 18. He was picked by Anaheim. He also had 60 games under his belt, 26 goals, and also um, 61 assists in games. So let me see if anybody came in there. Nobody's in there. Okay, next guy. Um, um, I'm going to spell this guy's name out for you. Is Vasily Vasily uh, Pol Polakzin. I'm saying his name is Podkolzin. He's from, I think he's from Russia, so he's a Russia player. He had 14 games under his belt, so he played in St. Petersburg. He had 2 goals and also um, 3 assists. Also, 11 pick overall was Victor Soderstrom. He's from Sweden. Um, he has 44 goals, not 44 goals, 44 games played, 4 goals and 3 assists. That's one of them. Also, another guy, he's from the under 18 team, Matthew Baldy. Baldy, saying his name right. He's a left winger. He's ranked 8th in the world. He was on the USA under 18 team. Look at it. Here's the thing about this. These young players, some of them come from Russia. Some of them come from the USA national team. They're under 18 and stuff like that. Excuse me. The stats. He had 64 games played, 33 goals, and also 48 assists. Now, Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight is also from the USA national team. He was ranked 31st overall. He played 33 games. He had a save percentage of 0.913%. That's a pretty good clip right there. He also had a 2.36 goal with 6 games. So that's goal. So that's a pretty good. Florida Panthers picked him 13th overall. Now, next guy over, the Flyers pick Cam York. He is ranked 13th overall in the nation in his ranking. He was also from the USA under 18 national team. He had 63 games played, 14 goals, and 51 assists in these games. Next guy, Montreal Canadiens selected Cole Caulfield. He's also from the under 18 team. He played 64 games, have 72 goals, and also 28 assists. So I'm pretty sure, like these young talent. This is young talent right here, very young talent coming off these teams right here. So the next guy we're going to be focusing on is 16th pick overall for Colorado was Alex Newhook. He's 18 years old. He had 53 games under his belt. He also had 38 goals and 64 assists in games. So he played with I think Boston College. He's from Victoria. I think that's in British Columbia. He played for the BCHL. That's one of the hockey leagues in Canada and stuff like that. Okay. The Las Vegas Golden Knights selected Peyton Kehab. Kehab from he's also from Winnipeg. He also had 64 goals, not 64 goals, games played 64. He had 19 goals and 49 assists. So he that was with Winnipeg Hockey League. Okay, the next guy is Thomas Haley. He's a defenseman. He's also from I think that's in Ontario. That's Mississauga. That's in Canada. I think that's in Canada. He had 68 games played. He also had 11 goals and 47 assists in his hockey with up in Canada. So his national ranking was 22nd. Also, the 19th pick overall was Lassie Thomason. Thomason, if I'm saying his name right. He's also from Winnipeg. So he had 63 games played in that league. He also had 17 goals and also 24 assists. That's the Ottawa Senators picked him. Now Winnipeg picked Bill Helnola. That's Heinola. I'm spelling his name right. He had 34 goals. Not 34 goals, excuse me. I keep saying 34 goals. 34 games played, 2 goals and 12 assists. So he's from Finland. He's a Finland guy. He's from the Finland. So he played on the national team in Finland. So I'm pretty sure. Look, these international players. Look, you looking at these scouting reports on these guys. They got some information on these guys that's very valuable to fans. Look, that's why they post these things. They played for a team called LIIGA. So that's one of the teams he played for. Also, the 21st pick was Samuel Poland, and that's POULIN. He's from let's see, I'm trying to read that. He played nationally in Canada, so that was in Quebec. That's Shrewsbury. That's one of the hockey leagues up there. I'm gonna tell you, Canada is very well known with hockey. That's one thing about it. He had 67 games played with that in that league. He also had 29 goals. He also had 47 assists. So, look, you might not get these college players, but you're going to get these World League players that's in these leagues that's in their countries. So that's one thing that's synonymous with that. Okay. Also, 22nd pick overall went to the Los Angeles Kings. Tobias Bolt is BOBJ ORNFOT. If I'm saying it right. Also, 39 goals, 39 games he played up in Sweden. 11 goals and 11 assists. So I got to, and it's just their scouting report. Next guy over is Simmons Hohenstrom. He's from Sweden as well. He played 21 games up there, 7 goals and 13 assists. That was in the Sweden hockey leagues. Now the next guy is Philip Tomas. Tomayo. That's TOMASINO. He's a center. He played up in Niagara. That's the OHL. That's in Ottawa. So that's in Canada. He played 67 games up there. He had 34 goals and 38 assists. That's Philip Tomaso. The Nashville Sounds picked him 24th overall. See who's in here. I see anybody. I don't see these trolls. So okay, I'm gonna watch the trolls. Okay. The next guy is Connor McMichael. He's from London, Ontario. That's a team that he played for. He played 67 games. He also had 36 goals and also 36 assists. Also, Jacob Pelletier. Pelletier from He's picked by the Calgary Flames. Um, 65 games played, 39 goals, and also 50 assists. So that's pretty good for Jacob. They spell his name is spelled differently. So that's they spell it differently. Okay. Um, Nolan um, Foot Footy. He's a left winger. He's played with the Winnipeg League. He also had 66 games played, 36 goals, and 27 assists. Um, Also, Ryan Suzuki. He played with Barber. Um, that was in Ottawa. Um, he had 65 games played. He also had 25 goals and also 50 assists. Um, Braden Tracy, he's a left winger, 29th pick overall by the Anaheim Ducks. 66 games played, 36 goals, and also 45 assists. John Beecher from the USA under 18 team. He has 63 games played for that team. Also 15 goals and 28 assists. He also played at Michigan as well. Ryan Johnson, the 31st pick overall by the Buffalo Sabres. So he had 54 games played, 6 goals and 19 assists. His scouting report is on the screen. He also played with Minnesota. So that's one of the. This is the recap of the NHL draft. So NHL draft picks. So we will post these on the Facebook timeline, on my Facebook timeline. So if you want to see them, once again, I'll have them on my Facebook timeline. So let me go ahead and send the posts in just a second. So I'm gonna switch it. Okay, it's the all the NHL draft picks are now on the on my Facebook timeline. You can go there and look at those picks and get and leave a comment if you want. So that's thing right there. So let's go ahead and switch this back out. So that's in. Okay, we're gonna go over some CFL football from last night. I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna go to CFL football. I wanna recap some CFL football games from last night for the Canadian Football League. So we're gonna go ahead and recap some CFL games. How you doing, Ricky Matisse? I'm trying to say his name, Matisse. How you doing? Good. Good afternoon. Okay, we're gonna go over some recaps of CFL football from last night. Games that went on. Ottawa defeated Saskatchewan 44-41, and Edmonton defeated BC 39-23. So we'll give you the week 2 recaps of these games. So I'm gonna go ahead and start giving you some recaps. Okay, the Ottawa Red Blacks defeated the Saskatchewan Roughriders 44-41. That was last night's game. Saskatchewan's leader, C. Fernando. He had 27 of 34 passing, 360 yards, 2 touchdowns. Thigpen, 9 carries for 57 yards. And a score. Also, Moore, 5 catches, 117 yards for Saskatchewan. Ottawa, D. Davis, 30 of 39 passing, 354 yards, 3 touchdowns. M. Mardu Jr. had 14 carries for 50 yards. Also, D. Rhymes had 11 catches for 168 yards and also one touchdown. The scoring summary began like this. Let's go ahead and give you a scoring summary. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the scoring summary. Okay, Saskatchewan did score on a pass play, 19 yards for a touchdown. They made it 7-0. Also, Ottawa did score on a pass play as well, 20-yard pass play. Was 7-6. So it was a touchdown. They had a 2-point conversion. It was 9-7 Ottawa. It was 9-7 Ottawa. That was in the first quarter. Also, Saskatchewan hit a 57-yard field goal, made it 10-9. Also, Ottawa came back with a touchdown, made it 15-10 from 23 yards out. Also, the 2-point conversion made it 17-10, so they went for a 2-point conversion in that game. Also, let's see. Ottawa made it 23-10 on a 7-yard pass play from Dominic Davis in that game. Also, Ottawa had a 2-point conversion. It was 25-10, so they kind of went for their 2-point conversions. Ottawa. So also Ottawa kicked a 30 and 45-yard field goal, made it 31-17. So it was 28-17 and then 31-17. Now Saskatchewan, with 4 seconds left to play in the second quarter, did score on a 44-yard touchdown. It was 31-24 at halftime. Third quarter action, Ottawa had a 30-yard field goal. It was 34-24. Also, Saskatchewan kicked a 20-yard field goal, made it 34-17. Also, Ottawa made it 37-27. So it was a 10-point advantage for the Rough Riders. Also, let's see, it was 38-27 on a 64-yard return, punt for 64 yards. There was no return. Most likely it was a safety. Okay, in the fourth quarter, Ottawa, it was 41-27 when they kicked a 28-yard field goal. Also, Thigpen went for a 6-yard touchdown. It was Saskatchewan coming back. It was 40-133. Also, let's see, Ottawa had a 22-yard field goal, made it 44-33. Also, Saskatchewan had a 1-yard touchdown run. It was cut. The lead was cut in half. It was 44-39. And then they made a 2-point conversion. It was they came up short. They came up absolutely short in that game, 44-41. So it was a pretty well played game right there. So in Canadian football. So also let's go ahead and go over the numbers. Okay. First down, Saskatchewan had 26. Ottawa 22. Third down efficiency, 2 for 2 for Saskatchewan, and Ottawa was 1 for 1 total plays. Ottawa used 62 plays. Saskatchewan had 61. Total yards was 452 to 428 in favor of Saskatchewan. Russian was 108 to 93 in favor of Saskatchewan. Also penalties. They had some penalties in that football game last night. 10 penalties for 110 yards. So that's something they got to cut down on when you look at it. Fumbles, time of possession. They did win their time of possession battle. 30 minutes and 33 seconds to Ottawa's 29 minutes. So they kind of won the turn. Um, that's what the possession. That's the biggest thing right there. Time of possession. You have to win those things. If you don't win them, look. And also field position battles. That's the biggest concerns right there. So this is the from Canadian football. Okay, let's go ahead and recap the BC Lions and Eskimos game. We'll do that in a second. Let me go ahead and pull it up on my screen. This is from tsn.com, the out of Canada. So okay, Edmonton wins 39-23. Let's go ahead and give you the leaders. M. Rowley for BC had 14 of 27 passing, 149 yards, 1 touchdown. Jay White, the fourth, had 8 carries for 24 yards. Yee Carter had 6 catches for 42 yards. Edmonton, T. Harris had 25 of 33 passing, 294, 3 touchdowns. So he threw 3 touchdowns in that game. Also, C. Gable had 23 carries for 111 yards. Also, G. Ellison had 9 catches for 174. So they had some pretty good. We'll go ahead and give you the scoring summaries and stuff like that in the for CFL. So we do CFL on here. How you doing? No, my mic's not. My mic is not turned off, Fox. You have to turn your thing on, Fox. My mic is on. What part you don't understand, Fox? My mic is on. It's on. So we're not worried about it. So okay, next one we're gonna be going over is scoring summaries for how the game scored in the game. So let me see if he didn't respond to me. The mics are on. The mics are on. I don't have the mic turned off. I gotta tell him in there because he don't know. All right, let's go ahead and start. Okay, BC did score in the first quarter of the football game. Mike Rowley had a 7-yard pass for a touchdown, made it 6-0, but the 2-point conversion made it 8-0. So there was 2-point conversions in this game as well. So also 30-yard field goal by BC made it 11-0. Also, Edmonton got on the board with a 45-yard field goal, made it 11-3. Also, BC kicked another field goal, made it 14. So it was mostly a field goal game in the first half. It was 17-3, and Sam White had a 46-yard field goal, made it 17-6. So mostly field goals in the second quarter, but they had some touchdowns. Edmonton had a 6-yard run, made it 6-yard pass play. So it was a 6-yard pass play, made it 17-12. It was 17-13. Also, Harris had a 3-yard catch for a touchdown, made it 19-17, and also White made it 20-17. So it was 20-17. So it was a 3-point advantage in this game. So next next thing we're looking at is third quarter. BC, they kicked a 50-yard field goal, so that was a field goal at the 10:54 mark. Also, at the um, um, 6:19 mark, they scored on a 1-yard run, made it 26-20, but extra point was good. It was a 7-point gain, 27-20. Also, BC scored on a 45-yard field goal, made it 27-23, and Edmonton made it 33-23 on a 54-yard pass for a touchdown. Extra point was good. It was 34-23. Also, it was a safety from BC, 36-23. So BC got a safety out of it. Also, Edmonton kicked the 27-yard field goal by Sam Whitey. I'm trying to say his name. They say it differently up in Canada, but that's highly that's natural. So hey, it was 39-23 Edmonton, 39-23 Edmonton. So, and that's how the game ended, 39-23 the final. Okay, let's go ahead and go over the stat numbers. BC went 3 for 4 on third down. So I'd say that's a pretty good, and also Edmonton as well. So it was a pretty good conversion on third downs. That's important right there. You got to convert on third downs. Now, total plays. Edmonton had 59 total plays to 49 total plays. So that is the passing was on 25 of 33 for. So they was passing in that game. So also the running game for Edmonton, they had 115 yards rushing. So that was a 4.4 yards for a pop in that game. But the penalties plagued them again. Both teams. Edmonton had 14 penalties for 165. BC had 11 penalties. So that's a thing they're going to have to rectify right there, because look, those things will cost you games. When you have that many penalties in games like that, I keep saying these on these videos, you can't have penalties. You cannot have turnovers. That's the main thing. So let's show you the BC. I'm looking at it right now on my screen. Let's see. That's we're looking at it. Okay, the defensive side. Let's see who had some sacks in the game. And I'm thinking, see any sacks? Okay, that's on the BC side. Okay, Edmonton side. Let's see if they had sacks. But the main guy was Gable. He had 23 carries, so he had a pretty good night last night with the Edmonton Eskimos. Also, Ellison. He had 9 catches for 174. His average was 19.5 yards. 19.3. That's close to 20.3, right? 20. So, look, he had a pretty good night. Now, the defensive side, let's see. 1 sack by Diggs. He had 1. Also, another sack that was 2 by Usher. And also Moore had a sack. So, and also, let's see. See who else had it. Let's see. Joseph had 1, and Sewell had a sack for the Edmonton Eskimos. So that is the stat line on them. It's week 2 of the Canadian Football League. Other games be going on. This is we're going to go ahead and give you Toronto will take on Edmonton. That will be 3 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central here in the Central Time Zone. And also, a quick note, all the Canadian football games in the North America hemisphere will be on ESPN, the ESPN networks, either ESPN 3, ESPN Plus, or ESPN 2. It will be on those networks as well. So he just don't understand what I'm telling him. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it. I mean, so that is the CFL wrap up. We'll have this every week after every game during the CFL football season. So we'll have a CFL wrap up. So so let me go ahead and switch this over. Okay, we'll go back to what we was talking about. So let's go ahead and let's see if we have an update on the World Cup. I'm gonna see if I can grab that from ESPN. So let's go see if I can get a World Cup update before we turn off. Okay, let's give you an update on the World Cup, the Women's World Cup games. I don't know why he's okay. Germany defeated Nigeria 3-0. That's in the Women's World Cup. At just about maybe I could say about close to a little bit to 2 hours from now, 2 p.m. Central Time. It will be Australia taking on Norway. That's in the Women's World Cup. So that will be on. Okay, let's see if we have any Copa America scores. I'm going to go ahead and give you a Copa America scores in just a second. Okay, Bolivia will take on Venezuela. That will be a 2 p.m. game. That will be on ESPN Plus. If you don't have ESPN Plus, it will the subscription. It's a subscription service, and it's I think it's $4.99 a month. You can get all your stuff like MLB and stuff like that. Okay, Peru will take on Brazil. That will also be 2 p.m. ESPN Plus. It will not be on the regular ESPN or the ESPN 3. It will be on the streaming service side. Okay. So, okay, I'm trying to see what else we can grab off of here. Let's see if we got any English Premier League scores. Let me see if we got anything on that. Let's see if we got any information. Okay, let's see. We got it. Okay, this is English Premier Soccer scores. Um, Manchester City wins 4-1. Ariel wins 3-1. Also, Crystal Palace wins 5-3. New something new. It's New New something. Wins 4-1 over Fullerton. Also, Chelsea wins. It's even at no score on that game. Also, Liverpool wins 2-0. Manchester United loses 2-0. Also, I'm trying to read this. Southampton and HUD. It's Huddersfield even at 1. Also, Tottenham and also Everton tied up at 2. Also, Waterford and West Ham. West Ham wins 4-1. So that's the English Premier League soccer for today. So I'm going to go ahead and see what else we need to talk about in this broadcast. Let's see if I covered everything. Okay, the mayor of Toronto, let's talk about this, started a petition to keep Kawhi Leonard. The mayor of city of Toronto um, is a big Raptors fan. He announced a petition to keep Kawhi Leonard. so the city can win a championship. I think it's feasible to keep Kawhi Leonard in Toronto because look, a lot of people saying that he's gonna bolt and go somewhere else. But the truth of the matter is, if they can keep him, I guarantee you they'll win. They'll be back into the championship again next year. So that's the biggest thing to keep Kawhi Leonard. So, what is your take? If you're from Toronto and you want to keep Kawhi Leonard, you can give me your takes via Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and also Twitch. We are watching you right now. We're going to make sure your comments are because we're seeing you right now. I'm seeing it on the screen. Nope, nobody's in there. So that is my take on it. So this is from thescore.com. You could go to DScore. That's DScore. That's T, not DA. It's THE, DScore.com. Okay, I talked about UConn already. Okay, I'm gonna see what else we. Okay, Predators trade Subban to the Devils. So this is a trading thing. Just came out about a few minutes ago. PK Subban. It's SUBBAN. Subban is most likely going to be going to the New Jersey Devils. He has 3 years remaining on his contract with a salary cap hit of $9 million. That's according to Cap Friendly. So I'm pretty sure. Look, the New Jersey Devils. Look, they're going to get somebody. Hopefully. Because look, they haven't been irrelevant in quite some time. Look, if you, like I said, if you want to be a competitive team in the NHL, you got to go after those players, quality players like that. So, I mean, I'm not trying to bash these teams for not or their management to give to blow smoke up their ass. I'm just saying the truth. If you need these players, you need some players to be competitive in these leagues. Because if you're not, you're irrelevant. That's the thing about it. So I think this is a positive thing. Look, you got to turn your thing on, Fox. I have these mics on. This thing is on, Fox. You don't understand. We are running through these encoders. I don't want to have to argue with you about this. I keep telling you this, but you don't understand. We do have these things on. The mixers are on. Turn your sound up. Turn your sound up. Something must be wrong. We have the mics on. We have the mic on. The mic is on. These mics are on. I don't. What he doesn't understand. Everything is sounding clear. He just don't want to understand or nothing. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know what his problem is. I mean, I'm sorry, folks. I'm getting very upset at a viewer. But we have good sound, so I apologize for getting very upset. But look, when we have these situations, look, we have to So, um, so that's my take on everything today. Let's go ahead and give you one more story. Okay. I mean, I got to deal with this time and time again with these people. It's not buffering, Fox. I don't see any buffering. You're imagining things, Fox. You are imagining things. I'm watching everything. You're imagining things. Let me see what's going on. Everything's online. He don't understand nothing. I mean, I'm getting very frustrated with this today. I'm not having a. I don't want to be. Everything is on. Everything is on, Fox. We're on Restream. Everything is on. Facebook's not YouTube. No, it's not buffering. He's full of crap. So we apologize. I mean, I'm having a little dispute with a viewer. I apologize. Look, Facebook, Periscope, everybody else. I know it's if you hear if you think your video is buffering, let me know. But if it's not, look, we're running on Restream, folks. We are running on Restream. This is one of these things. You just can't. Look, I can't do everything about this. So we're not running bad. So we're running good. So once again, this concludes Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Saturday, June 22nd. Once again, we apologize for the I'm yelling at somebody on there, but I really apologize. I know everybody hears me on here. I mean, I'm very upset with a viewer right now. I mean, I don't want to say his name, but look, we have to maintain order here. So we'll be back tomorrow for the regular show. Once again, no sports video recap. No, so we'll be back tomorrow with the regular show. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. Everything's on the screen. So until then, everybody have a good afternoon.